Hello and welcome to another video of the Lohan's Apprenticeships Insights. Today we're having a look at the apprenticeship journey. As you can see in this graph, we go all the stages from the start to end of the apprenticeship, and I'm going to take you through these during today's video. Before that though, I would like to start with mentioning or discussing the stage right before that, which is not an easy one. That is basically deciding exactly what sort of industry, profession would you like to go into if you're finishing your GCSEs. But because apprenticeships are not only available for people who just finished school, but also to people that are already in an industry, you might be looking to upskill yourself. Maybe you're looking for that professional growth, or who knows, maybe you're looking for new horizons and starting the adventure of a new industry. So this is also available there for you. So the first thing that I would suggest doing, depending on what you like, what is it that you're interested in, what sort of, again, career change do you want, so to go and have a look at the Institute of Apprenticeships website, where you're gonna find more than 650 apprenticeships. And these programs range from business and administration, going through animal care, hair and beauty, healthcare, and obviously engineering. These programs can vary as well in terms of level. They'll go from a level 2 to a level 7, level 2 being equivalent to GCSE and level 7 being equivalent to a postgraduate course or a master's degree. And based on this, also the duration will vary from 12 months to up to 5 years, which is normally the case of a level 6 apprenticeship. Once you have successfully gone through the application and you have secured a place in the company that is of your preference, the next stage or the next thing to do is to make sure you have a look at the contract, at the agreement that you're signing up for, paying special attention to the start dates, end dates, your rights and your obligations. So this is one of the, I think anyone in the professional world, we don't tend to have a look at those contracts. So for the apprenticeship, it's quite crucial that you check on those aspects that I have just mentioned. Together with this, also when you looked at that apprenticeship in the Institute for Apprenticeships website, you also have a documentation, so you have those occupational standards. So make sure you have that from day one with you, because that's what you need to achieve at the end of the program. So with this, we move on to the next stage, and probably the longest, that is going to be the program as such. So during the program, you are going to obviously going to be working 80% of the time, 80% of your total contracted hours, but 20% of those are going to be dedicated to 20% of the job training activities. Now, this 20% is a legal requirement. It is mandatory that you attend to this, and it is your rights. So please make sure you get the most of this. Also worth mentioning, it is your responsibility, so it's on your shoulders to collect what you're learning. Okay, so you can create a portfolio, you can create the evidence that you will need to show near the end of the apprenticeship. That's going to be the next stage. But before we jump into that, let me just cover a couple of things, or just list a few of the activities that they count towards the 20%. So we start with the attendance at university or college. If you're doing this program in person, or if you're doing it online, it will be any course online that you need to attend. Now again, this needs to happen when you're working hours. Another aspect you can see that is that possibly you might be exposed to some job rotations, okay, or you might have some specific continuous professional development activities like webinars or so on that are relevant for you to achieve the occupational standards or KSBs. Also, throughout the program, you're expected to be supported, and you're gonna be going through annual appraisals or quarterly appraisals, depending on how the company does it. But as well, in terms of the apprenticeship as such, you need to attend what are called progress reviews, okay, and the government guidelines established that they need to happen every 12 weeks. So that's where your progress is going to be checked, and then you can have a discussion with both your employer and your training provider in terms of what is it that you might need to work on in the next period or so on. There will be another video in specific for 20% and KSBs anyway, and progress reviews, so please stay tuned. So once you have completed the program or the course, in this case, that they could last from 7-10 months up to 60 months, which is average, or also the usual duration of a level 6 apprenticeship if you do it from year 1, then you need to go into Gateway, which is our next stage in this graph. So during the Gateway, what's going to happen is that your employer will confirm that you have first of all acquired the occupational standards, so all those KSBs, and in order to do that, you will need to handle all the records that you have been collecting during your apprenticeship, okay? And you will need to be ideally showing as well a KSBs tracker. This portfolio only can be generated, or you can only get that information from your 20% records, hence the importance of recording that as you go. So this then makes the start of the following stage, which is EPA preparation. So during EPA preparation, the idea will be that you expose yourself to mock situations, okay, with the support of your employer. Now, because during the EPA, depending on what level and what sort of program you have gone into, there will be various or different ways of assessing you, okay? So the preparation will consist of normally, again, preparing a portfolio, maybe creating a presentation, maybe creating a written report, preparing yourself for an observation. So these aspects are all also covered in the Institute for Apprenticeships webpage, so make sure you have an awareness of what is it that is required from you at EPA. So then we move into the EPA as such. So during this activity, you will need to demonstrate the occupational standards that are going to be assessed by one or various independent assessors, and all of that is going to be done either by an observation of what you do at work. They're going to have a look at your presentation, your portfolio of evidence. They will have a look at your written reports, and in the specific case of civil engineers in the level 6, you actually will have a 2 hours exam. So, and the idea is that at this stage, obviously, you will have had prepared everything. You will have had a look at the different regulations, standards that they apply to your specific area, and on this day will be the day or the activity for you to demonstrate that. Obviously, after that is entirely up to you where you want to take your career, and I guess the sky is the limit. So that's all from me today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Remember to share it and spread the word indeed. And if you got any comments or any questions, queries, please drop them down on the comments box below. All right, so all the best, and remember that knowledge shared is knowledge squared. See you soon. Bye.